So this is part 2, Act 57 of 2024. We have the official paper.
We do.
Mm-hmm. So this was signed into law on July 15th of 2024, and I saw it actually goes into effect on September 16th.
Okay.
But this says this one is effective on September 13th.
Interesting.
Yeah, how they're like one's the 13th, one's 16th, but they were all approved around the same time, same day. So where do you want to start?
Let's start from the top. We'll go through the whole thing.
Let's do it. So for all licensees, if they pick up alcohol from these warehouses versus the state store, the board is creating an additional discount that licensees can get.
And that discount is currently unspecified, so
right.
We'll find out what that is later, or maybe we won't.
Club and catering club licenses will be treated differently now for safekeeping.
Okay.
It's changed. They're getting the same restriction of time as other licenses, so 2 years.
Okay.
But the additional year and it depends the size of the county and everything else. So it's $5,000 for a third year of safekeeping, or another additional year for counties of the 1st to 4th class.
Okay.
Above that will be $1,000. So it's not really much. They're not asking for much.
No, it's a lot less than the restaurant licenses.
Displaying alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. That's our next thing.
There's a new rule. If you are displaying alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages that look similar, because now a lot of these major brands are putting out spiked versions of their products, you have to mark it that one is non-alcoholic and one is alcoholic. And what this act is also saying is it's telling you not to do that. But if you do, you have to mark it.
Right, like Topo Chico.
Topo Chico.
They have they're famous for their just sparkling water.
Oh, really? I thought they were all. I didn't know that they did non-alcoholic.
All right, this one's a good one. This one's important. Employment opportunities for different classes of different licensees. So essentially what can happen is an owner of a manufacturer, let's say, if I own a brewery or distillery or winery and I want to go work at a restaurant, I can do that. The only thing I can't do is be a manager of record or a manager. I could go work somewhere else or a different class of licensee. I just can't have a manager of record position or ownership position.
Yeah, that's excellent. I mean, we've run into that problem so many times.
Having to terminate your employment because you're employed by a brewery and you own a restaurant or vice versa.
We had that one recently, and they were upset. They didn't want to quit their job.
We have extended hours for clubs, extended hours for manufacturers. That's what's changing here. So right now, as it is for clubs, I'll take that one, is that you can only apply for 6 days during the year. Now it's unlimited.
So previously, manufacturers were allowed to stay open late on New Year's Eve until 12. Now the Liquor Control Board is allowing them to stay open until 2 a.m. on New Year's Eve. And for $50, you can apply for a extended hours permit as a manufacturer. And you can choose one other day throughout the whole year in which you can also stay open until 2 a.m.
One whole day.
One whole day.
Oh my God.
And don't forget, you have to tell the state police ahead of time.
Right.
So
48 hours.
48 hours.
What a big change. We're going to do all this legislative work to give everybody 1 day.
One day.
And a few extra hours. It should be as simple as everything else. You get an extended hours permit. You get to use it. This is one of the major ones that got news, like buzzworthy news, which is the extension of happy hour.
Yep.
So currently right now there's 14 hours, and it's changing.
Yeah, now there's 24 hours in a week.
Yeah, in a week.
In a week.
Yeah, so you have 24 hours to use for your happy hour specials. It's 10 more hours.
Yeah, it adds quite a bit. I think it's going to be great for restaurants. That is a way to pull people who are working a little bit later in the day into your restaurant to buy food and do all the other stuff. Regarding inside advertisements, so thinking beer signs, things of that nature, there used to be a cap on how expensive the promotions could be, being the actual sign itself. It used to be $300. It's been expanded to $750. Yes.
Big change.
Big change. So you can have a much bigger Bud Light sign in neon or if you don't like Bud Light, Coors Light. The Liquor Control Board wanted to formally state what a non-alcoholic beverage is,
Which is?
a non-alcoholic beverage. That
Yes, it's a non-alcoholic beverage.
I take that back. It's a beverage that has less than 0.5% alcohol. So you can have 0.5% alcohol and be considered a non-alcoholic beverage.
With wholesale licenses, the board has now given these distributors the ability to rent equipment that makes it possible for restaurants and bars to distribute beer. So you can rent draft systems, rent the things you need to make that possible to serve the beer that you're purchasing, or the alcohol, the malt or brewed beverages that you're purchasing.
Self-sponsored events.
Yes.
So for this, it applies to retail licensees.
Yes.
Allows you to have a self-sponsored event in which you sell tickets, and you can have up to 2 drink tickets for that event.
Extensions of premises changed during COVID.
They did.
And I think for the better, I'd say.
Absolutely. It opened up a lot more opportunities for outdoor dining, which previously had to be in a contiguous area with your serving. And now you are able to be kind of adjacent to your property. It doesn't have to be right up next to the building itself. And they were called temporary extensions of premises.
Okay, so essentially, like in a nutshell, this new they're redoing the temporary extension that will now allow your new temporary extension to not be contiguous with your premises.
Correct.
You have to have permission from the area that owns that property that you're using, and you can also have it for a year, or it's guaranteed a year.
Yes, so you can have it throughout the year. You apply for it again.
I'm going to read this because there's a lot. But there are 3 new exceptions. The first is a distributor or importing distributor may offer and advertise quantity discounts on the purchase of malt or brewed beverages.
Okay.
Numero uno. Numero due. Italian. A manufacturer or licensee may provide a trade buyer with a point of sale advertising for liquor or malt or brewed beverages sold by the manufacturer or licensee if the total cost of such advertising related to the one brand is not more than $750 per licensed establishment.
Okay.
Number 3, a limited winery may offer discounts to non-licensees, including quantity discounts on products sold for off-premise consumption.
Interesting.
So those are 3 things you can now do that you couldn't do
buy
before.
a case of wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. With a discount. So Act 57 has made a lot of changes to the liquor code for, I'd say, a year. Like, I'm good. No more changes for a minute, at least a month.
Yeah, there's a lot of smaller pieces. I mean, some are big too, but all packed together in this act. That it's pretty substantive change to the liquor code.
Yeah, and I think people should use this video as a guide.
Yes.
We'll have the link to the changes in our description, so people can read that. I think it's good. People need to be educated. They need to know what they can do. So I guess that being said, you can read it or you can come listen to us talk about it.
You can. Yeah.
So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, give us a call at 412-369-1555 at option 2 or go to specialgroup.com. Thank you for watching.
Thanks, guys.